Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to my Lonely Obis. This is my next project car. We've been very absent, I feel like, on YouTube, even though we just posted remodeling the floors in our new warehouse and also surprising each other with all of the car lift situation. But we have a lot to update you guys on. Allow me to explain, because this is a 2006 Ford Mustang GT. It is a 5-speed. It's got higher miles on the engine. That's okay, because I'm just gonna abuse the engine respectfully until it blows up, and then I'm gonna engine swap it. But that's for a future date, because we're gonna be doing something really cool to this car that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. We're gonna be turning it into Barricade from Transformers. It's gonna become a police car in over the course of this video, so 20 minutes or so. I have all of the parts here in the warehouse, but just allow me to update you guys on life and everything that's been going on. Christina surprised me with two post bend packs, and so this is gonna make working on our cars a hell of a lot easier. I surprised her with this triple stacker. All of them are empty right now because this is literally the only car in the warehouse. We also got the floors redone in the warehouse as well. If you have not caught up, or if you've been just very absent, we got a warehouse here in Michigan. So we outgrew the house, we got the warehouse, we painted the walls, did the floors. It looked like crap before, and it still kind of looks like crap right now. We still have a lot of work to do. As you can see, there's literally no tools or anything anywhere. It's just kind of messy right now because we're still in the process of moving in. This is the office space. The office space is still empty as well. We're thinking a pool table right here, because why not? Maybe a mirror, maybe a TV in the corner. This is gonna be my room, so couch, hangout area, TV right there. Maybe some of my shoes and guitars or something, I don't know. This is gonna be the office space. Messy, I know. This is gonna be storage because we don't have a closet anywhere. And then the kitchen area, which is just a mess. So we have a lot of paint and stuff everywhere, but thinking high top table here. And yeah, that's about it. But this one right here is the next build. As you can see, it's already messed up, which is why I don't mind kicking it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not disrespecting the Mustang in any way, because I love me some Mustangs. My first car was a Mustang, actually, and Mustangs are kind of what got me into cars, believe it or not. My uncle had 2 Saleen Mustangs, which is kind of funny, because we're gonna be turning this into a Saleen anyways. As you guys know, Barricade from the first Transformers was a Saleen S281, which is their basically body code for the S197 Saleens. But as you can see here, there was a little boo-boo. No, that's not from me kicking the car. That is from the previous owner, claimed that somebody backed into him at work with a trailer hitch. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't care, because we're getting rid of the bumper anyways. New headlights, new wheels, new rocker panel, new steering wheel and seats hopefully, new spoiler, bumper, taillights, exhaust. So let's get to work. Today's the first official day of working on the Saleen Mustang, or the Barricade build. We got our vinyl frog wrap here, and I think it's obvious what color we're going to be wrapping the car. We got a pink. We are wrapping the Mustang in pink from, I don't know what type of pink it is, but this beautiful color from Vinyl Frog. It's gonna be a pink Barricade. Nobody's ever done it before. Let's do it. I wore pink today for a reason. Okay, I'm 100% kidding, but this is obviously what they're wrapping, or wrapped Veronica's Audi in. And here is the color that we went with. We got white for the doors, and then underneath that should be the gloss metallic black for the rest of the car. So we got the roof wrapped up, quite literally. pun intended. It looks really good. The sparkle, honestly, it looks like paint, so I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. We got Grant number 2 here. So Grant, and he is like a full-blown expert when it comes to anything as it relates to
lighting, I guess.
Police lighting, yeah. I guess, yeah. So
we're programming stuff. It's gonna take a hot minute to kind of do all this. It's
actually insane.
This, among other things, are gonna be going on this car. So,
that's right.
You know, it's gonna be a process.
So you got your software right here,
yep,
hooked up, and you plugged it in. Basically, you can program the police light to do whatever you want.
Currently, like, you can see those lights or those heads are steady burnt. So if I'm gonna pick,
that's actually
we'll just
insane.
pick like that one, and I'm gonna change. It'll be some of these heads here, and then once it uploads, it should power off. And then power back up. I guess I kind of did it wrong, but you can see that's doing something different. The left side, but you get the idea. So
you can program each individual
head to whatever you want. So like how I have like that one steady burnt, but those flashing, you could have the whole bar steady burn. Literally,
that's
the possibilities are kind of endless.
I gotta hit the lights, dude. I gotta see this with the lights off. Hold up. Oh my god, this is crazy, dude. That's insane. It's lighting up the entire warehouse. Right here, we got our RAM bar. It's a universal one, so it's not gonna be a perfect fit. It's kind of dark, you guys, but basically there's this piece right here, and I'm gonna connect it onto the kind of push bar, crash bar right here up front. I'm actually gonna disassemble this and then clamp it on and reassemble it here. Well, it kind of fits. So I ended up mounting up the brackets onto the push bar right here. They're actually supposed to be the other way around. However, they didn't really fit that way because they would interfere with this top or with the bottom on the U bracket. So I would have to cut this. However, I flipped it and it fits well, even though there's a gap. It's definitely not ideal, but I'm gonna try this. This just means that instead of this bracket sitting here, it's sitting here, which means that that push bar is gonna be out about 2 more inches. So we're gonna see how that fits in reference to the bumper. So we have to unbox the bumper right now and then mount up the bumper and then put the push bar onto the brackets. All right, so the C-clamps are fully tightened to the flat bracket here. I did remove this cross member right here because the one on the movie car actually only utilizes the bottom ones, and it's still pretty sturdy, so I'm actually impressed with that. So I think we may leave it like that, assuming everything fits well. Now the question is, will this bumper protrude outwards too much to where those won't work and we have to come up with something longer? Which in theory, those are actually longer. Those two are longer than these ones, so we could swap those out if needed. Hopefully we don't have to. So let's take this section off and leave the brackets on. Then we're gonna mount the bumper and just mock it up real quick and then mount this back on. So right here's a little black dot. We marked where the bracket hole is for the actual extension piece while this was mocked up to the bumper. So now we're gonna kind of set this here and cut around it. We got the front end of the car fitted, and today we are going to be mounting up the actual light to the roof of the car. The boys are here.
So
got the light bar completely disassembled. That's actually insane.
We're cleaning everything up. It's a little crusty in there.
A little bit crusty.
But it is uncrusting itself slowly but surely.
So that's what the inside looks like. It's
actually really clean on the inside. It's just weathered on the outside, so it'll clean up just fine.
So this is the current lights. You can see they're very yellow. They're halogen bulbs, but we got some white gloves, and we just happened to get some LEDs with the white gloves. Here are the LED bulbs. Hopefully we don't need a decoder or a resistor or a ballast of any sort, but we're gonna go ahead and pop it in and see how it looks. Oh yeah, there we go. That is basically the
computer or amp?
Basically the brain that controls everything that's going to be going into this car.
Yeah.
Everything's programmable. Everything's going to be kind of fun with this.
That's crazy. So that's gonna be, we're gonna be putting that in the trunk.
Yeah, kind of.
And then that's where we routed the wires to. You guys can see the black and red wire. We routed those through the back seat around here. They come down and then they go up through the firewall, through the fender and out into the engine bay. So we're getting things going here. There's quite a bit still to do, of course, so we're probably still another day or so out. We got this mounted up, however, we have to remove it so that I can finish wrapping the panels here. So still quite a bit of work that needs to be done, but one step at a time. Okay, it's like 2 days later. We have quite a few things that came in the mail, quite a few things that are different on the car. Allow me to walk you through it real quick. So she's starting to take the form of a police car, as you can tell. Christina's helping me wrap the 4 corners as we have the bumpers off the car right now.
It is wrapping.
Yes.
I'll send you an invoice.
Oh. And so you can see this is not wrapped white yet, but it kind of looks like a police car. It's coming together. We got Craftsman shipment number 1. We got the Suki car pulled in. We got the 350Z drift car finally back from Seems Legit. We got Craftsman shipment number 2. We got Craftsman shipment number 3 and number 4 and number 5 and number 6, number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh yeah, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we have a lot of stuff to assemble from Craftsman. We also just got this yesterday, which is a floor scrubber. A lot's happening, you guys. A lot of moving parts. Tire rack in the corner. We got couch TV set up over there in that corner. It's a lot to do, but we're gonna try and knock out a good amount of the Siren lights and like radio and whatnot for this car today. So Grant's on his way back here. We got everything staged here for Craftsman for our intro shots, but this is what it is all about right here. This is the bread and butter. This little portable mechanic tool set, 154 piece. It's actually really good. So while I was finishing up post-heating the quarter panels or whatever you want to call them, Grant went ahead and routed the wires, drilled 2 holes into the roof, routed the wires through these grommets, and you can see them on the other end. So you can see them right there on the back end. They were routed down the quarter panel, then basically to the trunk. Not gonna lie, Grant has been doing all of the heavy lifting and coming up with the brightest ideas, but I'd like to take credit for this one.
Yeah, I see. No, it's your car. You take some credit at least.
This is actually a perfect idea, dude. Yeah, dude, that literally looks perfect. This right here is what was sitting there before. Took that out, and now we're just gonna put the control panel up there instead. What is this?
I'm gonna order food.
Okay.
Sponsored by Grant.
All right, so the headliner's put back in the car. Now we have some new taillights to install. Turns out that these taillights are actually LEDs. We went to pull the bulbs out of the back and there's no bulbs.
There's no bulbs.
They're also sequential, which is really cool. So we'll do a little before and after in a second once we get the hideaways put in. Voila.
That's...
All right, so the aftermarket taillights are LEDs, so obviously we're not utilizing the factory halogens, much less the wire harness, so we're gonna remove the harness because in reality it connects to this harness right here, so that means we should just be able to pop it out like that. Anybody need some Christmas lights? Shit. Meanwhile, dude, that's bright. That looks crazy. So this one's going in the other light?
Yep, that's the plan.
We are mounting, or Grant is mounting up the ions, throwing them in the grill. That's what they're gonna look like. And we just mounted the speaker kind of underneath the right side headlight. So this is where it's mounted. We got a nut and bolt system going on behind it.
We're gonna hit that with the, that ain't going nowhere.
That's right, you
That's
better
how
believe
we know
it.
it doesn't go anywhere.
You better believe it. And then we routed, let's see, this 2 wires, pretty simple. And we routed them all the way up and over into the main harness. Right there. There's extra wires for those.
For those and soon to be headlight flasher once we get there.
Ah,
Whenever that comes in the mail.
That's right. And we're almost there. We're almost gonna mount everything up to the car.
We're actually kind of getting there.
Dude,
yeah, I like this.
I'm so geeked. Just put your ear right here.
Bro, okay, it's dark because we have the lights off.
But you don't need to see anything right now. All you need to see is this up here. This is sick. Our siren, so this button on, sirens. Bro, this is crazy. Bro, that's actually the most insane thing ever. And then, this is cool too. This is the switch right here for all of the police lights. They're back there like, what the hell is that? You're the G, bro.
I got you, bro.
Bro, this is sick. This is actually the coolest car I've ever done in my life.
It's pretty
bro.
badass.
It's gonna be sick. So I'm not gonna let you down with the bumpers and wrap. It's gonna turn out pretty good.
We're gonna get some work done today on the car. Now, you can see the bumper has since been wrapped. Thank you to Ramez and Ivan over at Future Wraps. And so yeah, we're gonna try and make a little bit of progress.
Yeah, this is gonna make a night and day difference. Could have cleaned it up and probably got it like 90% better, but I was like, I'm literally just gonna buy new ones for 40 bucks on eBay Motors and get them perfect. So that's what we did. We're gonna go ahead, throw them on the car, then we're gonna secure the bumper down, and then we're gonna install that, and the front end will be fully assembled. Just like that, the front end is really coming together. We still have to figure out how to do these fog lights, which is going to be a pain because the wire harness does not fit into these fog lights, and the actual light housing doesn't fit into here either because this is Duraflex. So that's why you see things like this, gaps and stuff. But gonna have to cut this out with the Dremel, figure all that out. But nonetheless, this is kind of the gist of the front end. We still have to wrap that panel, this panel, then we'll be on our way. But it's coming along and it looks really good, especially with the headlights in place. I'm really happy. This is my first time seeing it wrapped with the headlights and it looks so good. We also got the formula car here, again, Suzuki 350Z and the Mustang halfway on the lift. So we're gonna get some stuff moved around today, but this thing is on its way.
It's been a minute. It's been probably a week. I've been doing everything except working on the police car. But I don't know if you guys saw this. We got the bent pack triple stack lift filled. Christina has unveiled her Porsche 911 build. We got the Suzuki car, we got Christina's McLaren, but of course, obviously we're working on this right now. Now today is exciting because we're actually compiling and putting together the rear end of the vehicle.
The front is pretty much done. Obviously we need to wrap the hood, we need to put the turn signals in and also the side markers, but other than that, the front is complete. Now the rear needs a lot of work. As you can tell, it's pretty much a stock rear end. So we need to put the extension here. We need to put the extension here. We need to put the spoiler on top. We need to put the rear deck lid over as well as the taillight covers. And then of course the rear bumper, which is sitting over there, we need to mount it somehow. But before we do that, we have to cut these mufflers because that requires a center exit exhaust. So let's get this thing put up on the lift. Here you go. These are the Saleen center exit tips. Taking a second look, it looks like we will be able to utilize the OEM hanger system. There is one here and then there's another one right here, but this is clamped on. I didn't know that. I thought it would have been welded. So we're gonna try to undo those clamps and then mount this right up.
It is the next day. I have my safety glasses on because I was grinding some stuff down, but let me give you a little walkthrough of the progress we are planning to make on the rear end of the car. So we went ahead and grabbed this wire here, which actually had an LED bulb connected to it. This was the third brake light, which came out from right here. However, the new spoiler, which is over here, has its own, as you guys know. So it's right there. And we grabbed this wire harness here and we tested this brake light, and only like 10 of the 35 LED diodes work on it. So I ordered a new third brake light. Now we did mount this quarter extension, which came along very nicely. Went ahead and did a bracket here
And then inside of it, there is a cross bracket thing here. I ended up putting a riv nut into, and then I put a bolt through that, and that's how it's on there. And it's on there pretty good. It's a little wobbly, but it's not going anywhere. So obviously when the trunk is closed, you can see this is kind of how she's looking right now. However, this is the other one for the other side. And it's gonna sit here, of course, but notice something? It's missing the little clip bracket thing on the inside. So we have to fabricate something up there because there's really no other way to mount it. You know, otherwise it'll show on the outside or it'll show on the inside. So that's kind of the only way to go about it. So I need to figure out something there. I actually took one of the brackets and I kind of shaved it down, and I think I'm gonna try to put like E6000 adhesive there and try to hold it into place. That looks so good. Oh my gosh. So this is the top end. It's coming together already. Just these 3 panels make such a big difference. The fitment's actually not terrible on them. That's that right there. We have this big spoiler that's gonna sit on top, which I still don't know how that's gonna work. These are done. These are mounted up completely, the quarter extension panels, but this is temporary for now. We're also gonna replace the third brake light because only 10 of the 37 diodes actually work.
I see, okay. People. It's just gonna go really high.
All right, it took 2 people for sure, but we were able to use the exhaust pipe expander to get the exhaust on. Now we gotta throw the hangers on real quick because Grant pulled up to help me out again.
I regret this a lot.
I know you do.
I don't like that.
And so, center exit exhaust is on, baby. So let's get these hangers put on real quick.
Don't get too optimistic yet.
Have fun.
Gotta get it finished.
Have a good day. I'll see you later, man.
Bye.
This is a finished exhaust thanks to this. So yeah, Grant pulled up. Grant number 2 we've established since, only because he's younger than me, otherwise he would be number 1. He's number 1 in my heart. Grant pulled up to help because it was definitely a 2-person job, and in hindsight it was definitely a 2-person job.
More like a 3-person job.
Actually, that's probably true. More like a 3-person job. Some people even recommend cutting the OEM exhaust to try and fit it, but we used the exhaust expansion tool that you saw, and then we pulled the pipes into each other basically and slid them together. Rocking the Doing Donut shirt today. So the Mustang has come quite a long way. It's taken quite a long time, I'm not gonna lie. It's been like, I probably started it a month ago now. So that's how long it's been taking me, because I've been trying to balance moving into the garage and traveling for races and different stuff. So we've been very busy, but as you guys saw, we finally got the side skirt rocker panel things put on. So I'm excited about that. We just have to wrap them. We got the rear end starting to come together. As you may have saw, the rear bumper that I got from Duraflex or whatever for like $200-300 bucks, well, like they say, you pay for what you get. So it didn't fit like remotely, and I've done a lot of body kits and stuff, and there's no way to salvage it. So I did searching high, like really high, all the way up there, all the way down to the bottom of the internet, and I couldn't find anything. There was no bumpers except for one. After about 4 days of searching, I finally came across one. It was through a forum that led me to a Facebook group that led me to a guy who closed his shop, but his brother had the part, and he put me in touch with his brother. So it is sitting right there. We have yet to unbox it, so I'm really hoping I didn't get scammed, and I'm hoping that it's in good condition.
Anyways, you guys, today we're gonna focus on the wheels. The wheels need to be replaced, and the ones that we do have to replace them with need to be refurbished. So we're gonna do that right now. Let's get to work.
As you can see, these are the wheels that are currently on the car. They are 5-spoke. They're like 17 or 18-inch wheels, I think. But these are the Saleen style, the S281 Saleen style wheels that came on the car in the movie and in real life. So these I think are like 19 or 20s. Let's see. These are 20-inch wheels. The reason that I think they're old is because you can see these wheels are very dusty, and they are also kind of, they've seen better days.
So we're gonna try our best to refurbish them ourselves. Hopefully it goes well, fingers crossed. Worst case, they don't hold up, and we'll just get them professionally powder coated when we replace the tires.
We just did 2 layers of primer, 1 thin coat, 1 heavy coat. We got to do these 2 wheels now, and then we're going to do black paint and then the clear coat. The wheels turned out really good. It's the next day. They dried very nicely. As you can see, the finish is actually pretty good for doing it myself. I just threw the spoiler on because honestly it was pretty straightforward in terms of the install. I just marked with a Sharpie where to drill the holes. I literally drilled through and then tightened down the bottom end with some nuts. I had to cut out some extra space for the nuts to fit, but this is how the spoiler looks, and it looks so freaking good. I'm actually in love with how good this looks. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox the bumper right now and cross our fingers.
Well guys, here she is. It looks actually pretty good. Obviously it's very scuffed up and everything, needs a lot of cosmetic work, but in terms of it fitting, it looks like it has the majority of the clips. So we're gonna try to make this thing work. All right, so this piece here is loose. Put them in. Look at that, like a glove. Like a glove, let's go. Oh my gosh, let's go.
Dude, okay, and this is what the exhaust looks like, and it is poking a little bit, which is exactly what I wanted because we're gonna be spitting flames. But look at the fitment, really good, like solid, 10 out of 10. Fitment is so fire all the way around. Super happy, like super duper, and hell yeah. Just like that, the rear of the car is done. After all of these weeks, oh, that was such a pain in the butt, but I'm happy it's done.
And just like that, good morning to you. It's like 8 a.m. right now. I'm kind of tired, I'm not gonna lie. But we got the Mustang out and about. We drove it home last night. Needs some suspension work. I'm hearing some clanking, but we are gonna take it across the street from my house to the muffler shop, and we're gonna go chop with the cats because we gotta spit some. Man, I'm not used to getting down and dirty this early.
He already cut the first one, super clean cut. Man, I need one of these in my shop. Oh, look at that. Man, this is probably the coolest machine. I'm always so satisfied with this thing. So we got these installed, we got the piping put in, and the cats are officially out. Bye-bye to the catalytic converters. That's crazy. That sounds good, low-key.
Just like that, we were back at the shop, and I already have my safety glasses on because we're gonna get straight to cutting right there. We're cutting the hood. Obviously the OEM or the real Saleens have vented hoods, and I'm not installing those exact vents, but I'm just gonna throw some cheap vents that I got off of eBay onto the hood, save some money, make it look a little bit cooler, because why not? All right, I'm kind of slacking on keeping up with the vlog. A lot's happening. Today is my birthday. I'm having people over to the warehouse, so I've been busy grinding with Christina, getting the warehouse cleaned up and ready. We do have the E46 GTR finally here. This thing looks so good under the LED lights. I'm actually in love with it. But today is the moment that we've all been waiting for. We got the lights on, and it's for a good reason, because we got this right here. We got the decals put on the Barricade Mustang police car. So we're gonna get to unboxing and installing. Hopefully it won't be too bad. We gotta wipe down a lot of the surfaces and stuff, and then we're gonna have to give it a nice wash afterwards. So let's get to it. Whoa. Funded by Cybertron. We got emergency 911 response. This guy wrote out some crazy poem type of letter. Kind of cool. We got the actual numbers, the police numbers. We got the Barricade Decepticon logo. We got the big number for the roof, 643, and of course police right here. And then my personal favorite, to punish and enslave. Let's go. The decals are put on the car and they turned out really good. Like, this is actually amazing. We got to punish and slave, we got the police decals. Everything came together very nice. However, there are a few things I still need to do. You can see the 3M through here and it's starting to peel on the other side. So I'm gonna do some 3M panel bonding adhesive there. I need to touch up a few spots here and there. Still gotta put the front splitter on. I am also gonna do a little bit more exhaust work on the rear. I might add a diffuser down there because the movie car does have that. But the car just turned out really good. So I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna be making a lot of content with this car. I wanna make this car something that is really special to me and something that I'm gonna keep for a long time. So I wanna take my time on it and make it really just as good as it can be the first time. So I'm proud of myself for doing a full Saleen conversion and then making it into Barricade. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button because there is so much that we have planned that we just do not have enough time to film, and we just overload ourselves with work sometimes. So I need to get better at the time management side of things and start prioritizing you guys, because this is where it all started and I'm never gonna forget that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.